Hey everybody from Universal Orlando, we are here because the holidays have officially kicked off at both Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. We're going to be starting today over at Islands, seeing what kind of Grinch related things we can see over there. Hopefully the Who's are out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them.
Yep, and then we'll be moving over to Universal Studios for the Macy's parade in a little bit, but I love the holidays here at Universal and I'm so happy it's that time again.
I know, I can't believe it. Like, I feel like Halloween Horror Nights just started, now Christmas is around. I can't wait to see the parade. It is one of my favorites. I just love how they do all the huge balloons. So yeah, I'm really excited to see it.
We'll take you guys around and show you all that Universal has to offer for the holidays in 2024. And it is Thanksgiving weekend. It is the Saturday of Thanksgiving. Wasn't too bad getting in. We are here a little bit later in the afternoon, so we'll see how the crowds are on a holiday weekend. I could already see a little bit of a backup in order to scan, but I don't even know the last time we started at Islands. We usually start over at Universal Studios and then come this way. So we made it inside the park. Did have to wait a few minutes, but we're already hit with some garlands, some decorations. Bugs above Expedition Photography over here. We got some garland above the Adventure Begins sign. Well, let's begin the adventure. Now when it comes to Islands of Adventure, almost all the Christmas things are over in Seuss Landing. They're big into the Grinch. There's a couple Harry Potter offerings, but like 90% of the Christmas things in Islands are over in Seuss Landing. And here we are. We made it over to Seuss Landing where they're celebrating Grinchmas. You can see the Grinch and Max over here. All the trees and the garland are out. These do light up at night, so we're probably not going to see those tonight because we do have to get over to the Universal Studios side, but the decorations in Seuss Landing are awesome. We'll show you as much as we can. Look, even Yertle the turtle celebrates Christmas. He's got a bow on. Look at these candy canes over here. I know this is one of your favorite things about holidays at Universal.
Well, because The Grinch is one of my favorite Christmas movies, so I just love how they decorate all of it in here. And the Grinch show is awesome. So if you've never seen it before, definitely go see it.
We see some more garland above cats' hats and things. The sign for Cat in the Hat, decked out in garland too. And just to the right of Circus McGurkus Cafe is where you enter for the Grinchmas show.
Oh, I didn't even realize that they were decorated. The truffula trees are also decorated for Christmas, as you can see. They have some garland around them, some bows. Really cute.
What are the truffula trees from? Is it from
The Lorax.
the Lorax?
The Lorax.
I was gonna say, is it from Horton Hears a Who?
No. Oh my gosh! Don't listen to him. The
I've actually never seen the Lorax.
The Lorax is the keeper of the trees, the truffula trees.
Hey, the more you know. At Circus McGurkus Cafe, the Grinch breakfast is back. You can come have breakfast with the Grinch and some of the Who's, get your picture taken. It's a guaranteed way to meet the Grinch where you don't have to stand in a crazy long line. However, it is pretty expensive. As we're walking through, don't see any Who's just yet. So we'll stick around here for a little bit and see if we see them. But Seuss Landing during the holidays, love it. Of course, they have some Grinch merchandise. We showed a lot of this in like our last two Universal holiday videos. They got a couple of Spirit jerseys, t-shirts, and then they have just stores filled with Grinch merch. Also over here at Honk Honkers is where you can meet the Grinch himself. The wait time is currently 130 minutes, which isn't too bad. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
Hello!
Happy holidays. You're walking too loudly.
The baby's sleeping. She's a little Who.
She's a little Who.
She's a new Who.
She's a new Who.
She's a freshman.
How does it feel to be a new Who?
Interesting. Yeah. She's got a lot to say.
A lot.
Should we take a picture with the tiny baby?
Yeah, I think so.
We should.
I think so. We gotta be quiet though. Quiet. That was awesome.
That was a really
Interacted
good
with the baby.
Yeah, that was a really good interaction. This is why I love coming here when the Who's are out, because you always get a good interaction with them. They're so great.
And you kind of have to hunt them down. They move all throughout Seuss Landing, so if you see them, go say hello.
Yeah, there was even some in the line for the Grinch, like interacting with the people that are waiting. So you kind of have to look out for them.
And there go the Who's. See, they just kind of roam around. Look at all the garland that's around. I love the decorations, and if you're here at night, it looks amazing. It's all lit up. You can see some of the lights. on top of the stores, some more garland. There's just garland everywhere. So we actually timed this right to go to the 4:30 Grinchmas Spectacular, and that's what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna enter over by Circus McGurkus. People have been lining up for quite a while, so hopefully we're able to get a seat and we'll see the show. And we do have the baby with us, so it's gonna be a little bit hard to film and like watch her and hold her and stuff while we're in there. So I'm gonna put in footage from last year's show. So we're gonna go inside and watch it now.
Christmas music, it's joyful and triumphant. The Grinch hates Christmas, the whole Christmas season. I'm not kidding, don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head. Not quite right. Could be perhaps his shoes are too tight. But I think the most likely reason of all might just be that his heart is two sizes too small.
Christmas evening fall, light the lights and dance above. Christmas Day is coming. Christmas Day is coming.
And he made it with Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick. With his coat and his hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. I'm speaking in rhymes. Blast! Slicing cats. I might. You're foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, you wasty, stop it. Your heart is full of unwashed stuff. My soul is full of stuff. I'm definitely
Universal Studios. We just saw Grinchmas.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was just as good as every year that we've seen it. I loved it. I think that they do such a good job with like the singing and the performances, and then of course, the best part of the whole show is Max.
Max is the best.
Would you agree?
I mean, it's kind of the reason I go see the show every year,
Definitely.
not gonna lie.
He's the best.
And the Grinch was good too. Every year he throws in some more like pop culture type jokes. So there were jokes about like Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter and things that are going on in the world today. So I always like that he kind of throws that in there and they make it fresh every single year, but the show's awesome. It's like the highlight of things to do other than the parade, which we're gonna go see in a little bit. They have the giant Macy's balloon out front. Obviously we're gonna be seeing the parade. And then there's the big medallion for the Universal Holiday Parade. Just something to note, over here in Hollywood, they do have an area for kids to view the parade from. It's right in front of the Brown Derby Hat Shop, just before Schwab's Pharmacy. They have a little stanchion set up over there, and the kids could watch it without anybody in front of them. Something that's cool that Universal does is they'll bring out some of the parade floats a little bit before the parade, and you'll be able to get pictures with the floats and some of the characters that are in the parade. Shrek was just out, and Fiona was just out. You can see some of the dancers from the Shrek float are there. There's Puss in Boots. They cut his line off, so we're not going to be able to meet him, but look at Gingy. You can meet the gingerbread man. You can meet the gingerbread man, and then you could go eat the gingerbread man.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go get one of
I
them.
think that's what we're about to do.
I
We
know,
were
I
gonna
wanna
meet him.
try it.
Over here where the Mel's bar usually is for Halloween Horror Nights, this was where the HHN bar was. There's no food here this year, and the food is extremely, extremely limited for the holidays. Last year they had a lot, and I think they had like a turkey sandwich you can get over here. This year it's only a couple of things, and they've really, really cut back on the menu. So in the past they used to have like food stations, like how they do for Halloween Horror Nights, like food trucks and stuff set up throughout the park. This year they're not doing that for the holidays. It seems like the food got really, really cut. And there's a couple of snacks, like there's a gingerbread cookie. I think there's something over at the Today Cafe, but for the most part, there's really not a lot of like food treats. Most of them are over at Islands, like all the Grinch stuff. There's not a lot over here on the studio side, so it's kind of a bummer that they like budget cut a lot of the food. We're approaching what you've been looking forward to the most.
The gingerbread cookie. I hope it's good.
I hope it is too. It's probably gonna be like just like an Instagram thing.
I know, but hopefully it's good enough to eat though too.
And this is where you can find the gingerbread cookie. It's over at DreamWorks Imagination Cafe, which is just outside of DreamWorks Land and next to SpongeBob StorePants. And we're gonna go get ourselves a gingy cookie. Oh wow, he actually looks good. We've seen some of them like on Instagram and stuff where he looks pretty deformed.
Yeah,
So-
we got a perfect one. He's perfect, but now I'm gonna have to eat him. See how he tastes.
gumdrop buttons. Shout out to our friend Trace. I always think of our friend Trace, right?
Yeah.
Whenever we see the gingerbread man. But look at this, $6.99. We'll see how he tastes. I'm assuming he's gonna taste just like a regular
He smells like a gingerbread.
cookie. He's
Yeah.
not warm, so they don't come out hot.
Yeah.
He's just like a room temperature cookie, but look how cute.
What limb should I eat first?
I don't know. I feel like
Maybe
when
an
we
arm or
eat
a
like a
leg?
Mickey bar or a Mickey pretzel, we go for the ears first.
Yeah,
With this,
I think I'm gonna do his arm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, what about you just go for his head?
No, I feel like that's too mean.
That's too ruthless.
Yeah, yeah, it's like your basic gingerbread cookie with icing on it. It's nothing to write home about. It's definitely more so like an Instagrammable, picture-worthy something to get. But if you are in the mood for like a gingerbread cookie, it is good. But I wouldn't get it again.
Yeah. Also, speaking of Instagram, we didn't take a picture of him before you bit his arm off.
Oh,
I'll take a I'll take a screenshot from the video.
Oh, well, take a picture of him with his arm bit off.
But yeah, look at that. So like Alex said, tastes just like a gingerbread cookie. If you like gingerbread, I would recommend you get that. And the reason I do is because there's not, like I said, many themed Christmas foods this year. Last year there was a bunch, and I'm looking at the menus for this year, and there's just 3 things that you can get inside of Universal Studios. There's one dessert over at the Today Cafe, then there's a roasted turkey crepe at Central Park Crepes, and then there's the gingerbread cookie. And then there's a few other things over on the Islands of Adventure side. But like overall, we're talking 6, maybe 7 different things across the 2 parks. Whereas last year they had like the different like food booths set up and everything. So it is what it is. So something you could do while you're here in the parks is Earl's March of the Nutcrackers. It says the Nutcrackers have come to town and Earl has hidden a puzzle among them. Use the map to locate each one and find their festive holiday couplet. See a team member to purchase your map. And they have this in a bunch of the stores. We're in the 5 and Dime right now, but here's 2 of them. Look at Frankenstein, that's so cool. And they have a creature, a Gilman one. Really, really neat. I don't know if we're gonna purchase the map and do this, but we'll definitely walk around and try to find the ones that we can see. So something that's really cool that they have throughout the park is garland. And now you might be saying to yourself, it's just garland, how cool could it be? But there's nods to like old Universal attractions in some of the garland, and even in the ones that don't have nods to former attractions, they're themed to whatever they're on top of. So for example, the Haagen-Dazs has like ice cream cones in their garland. So as we kind of go around Universal Studios for the rest of this video, we'll try to point out as many of them as we can possibly find. There's quite a lot of them, and it's really, really cool that Universal does it. And next time you're here, you can keep an eye out for some of these. Across the way over at Rosie's Irish Shop, you can see the garland here has green, orange, and white ornaments in it, obviously representing the flag of Ireland outside of Revenge of the Mummy. Of course, this used to be the home of Confrontation, and in the garland above Sahara Traders, which is the gift shop, you can see King Kong hanging from the garland right there. It's kind of something you would walk right past if you didn't look up, but there's Kong. Over here in front of the Metropolis Tribune, which is the Jimmy Fallon ride, they got a couple nods to Curious George. And just next door, where Twister used to be, you can see these little like silver, what look like tornadoes up in the garland too. That's a little Easter egg and nod to Twister, the attraction that used to be here before Jimmy Fallon came in. Oh, look at that, it's hashtag the panda. Hello! One of the ones you probably already knew about was the Ghostbusters one over at the firehouse. They started putting up the barricades for the holiday parade viewing, so I couldn't get over there, but I'll put in a picture. They have the slime on the ornament ball, and then they have the little marshmallows that are in the wreath that it's hanging on the entrance to the firehouse. Coming up on the Blues Brothers stage over here, and above Auntie Anne's pretzels. They got pretzels in the garland, and then the Blues Brothers garland is obviously blue for obvious reasons. Here's another one in New York over by the music shop. You have all musical notes that are up in the garland too. So it's just like little details like this. Look at that. They have a giant saxophone. That's a big detail. But it's the little things like this that really make you appreciate some of what the Universal Creative Team does. Because most people wouldn't even catch on to this, because most people aren't looking at the garland, honestly, during the daytime. But look up, you never know what you might see. Over by the Kitty Cat Club, there's a wreath that's hanging up on the second-story landing over there. And if you look real closely at the bottom of the wreath, you'll see Fievel, who, of course, had an attraction here when the park first opened. And there's a little nod to Fievel right there. All right, 10 minutes away, we got our spot right in front of the Wicked Experience over by Ciro's. The lights are turning on. It's almost time. First balloon. Look at the big Macy's balloon. That is awesome. Wow, these are huge. Look at him all the way at the top. Love that. Get the whole band from Despicable Me. I don't know if they had this many characters in the past. I feel like they're all here.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
There he goes. Here come the penguins from Madagascar. Oh, this one is definitely new. This balloon was not here last year. One of the penguins from Madagascar. These balloons are huge. They're taller than the buildings. Wow. That's all the handlers. That's how many people it takes to make sure this doesn't fly away.
Better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to Madagascar, y'all. For us, please, don't take any photos.
really, I mean, I tell you, it just doesn't get any better than this.
Look at Gingy, oh my gosh. He has his own cookie this year too. There he is. There's my man.
It's the most wonderful time of the year! With rat mice and stink bugs, roadkill and worm grubs, and wax from my ear!
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for our Christmas visit to Universal. It won't be the last time we're here for the holidays, but maybe we'll do like one more vlog because I do want to do the March of the Nutcrackers just to see what else is around. We saw the Frankenstein one and the Gilman one, and I'm curious what the other ones are. So
Yeah.
probably come back and do that. But it was a fun couple of days. We filmed this video over 2 separate visits. Got to see Grinchmas. Got to try the gingerbread cookie. We saw the parade.
The parade is one of my favorite things that they do. So if you guys are here during the holidays, definitely make sure to check it out. And it's not an additional cost.
No.
So as long as you have a ticket to the park, stay around at Universal and you can see it.
Yeah, the only thing we didn't get to do, which I'm a little bit bummed about, is meet my boy Earl the Squirrel.
Oh yeah.
I wore the Earl hat. We just missed him,
Well, we're definitely gonna come back.
but we'll be back. They said, I think his last set time for today was around 3:30. So just keep that in mind. If you're trying to meet Earl,
Yeah.
you gotta
He's-
do it early.
Yeah, he's busy doing other things in the afternoon.
But we hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us for today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up. If you're new to our channel and you enjoyed it, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on all of our future videos to come. But with that being said, we'll see you guys real soon.